Hello and welcome to the channel. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on his way from France, made a quick detour to the United Kingdom on Saturday and on Monday met with the immediate former president Muhammadu Buhari. Reports have now emerged that during the meeting, Buhari begged Tinubu for him and his allies to be taken off the president's anti-corruption crusade, a request that was accepted by Tinubu. Details coming up. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Tinubu pledges not to probe Buhari on his close aides. Former President Muhammadu Buhari has reportedly received assurance and cover from his successor, President Bola Tinubu, concerning any political anti-corruption probes by the new government. Buhari, at a meeting with Tinubu on Monday night in London, United Kingdom, had discussed that he and his close aides be let off of any political anti-corruption investigation by the Tinubu-led administration. Buhari's request follows a series of attempts by the Tinubu-led government to investigate anti-corruption acts from principal officers of the past administration. Calls for probe into the activities of Buhari and his ministers have also been intensified in recent times. Recall that the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, and the suspended chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdulrasheed Bawar, are both in custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, over issues bordering corruption and related matters. However, a source told Sahara reporters on Tuesday that part of what formed the subject of Tinubu and Buhari London discussion on Monday was an agreement that Buhari and his close aides will not be bothered by any probe or anti-corruption war during Tinubu's tenure. Tinubu met Buhari to reportedly discuss that Buhari and his close aides will not be bothered with any corruption war, the source said. Meanwhile, Tinubu, who was initially scheduled to be back in Abuja on Saturday, proceeded to London, the United Kingdom, for a short private visit after participating in the two-day New Global Financial Pact Summit held in Paris, France. Meanwhile, political analyst Shehu Sani has reacted to reports of President Bola Tinubu allegedly granting immunity to erstwhile President Muhammadu Buhari and his aides. Buhari, at a meeting with Tinubu on Monday night in London, United Kingdom, had demanded that he and his close aides be left off any political anti-corruption investigation by the Tinubu-led administration. Reacting to the report via Twitter, Shehu Sani stated that during his tenure, Buhari blamed the problems plaguing the country on the previous administrations, but now wants to be exempted from being probed and blamed. He wrote, "Buhari probed and blamed all the ills and vices of this country on the previous administrations, but he is allergic to being probed and blamed." Meanwhile, Senator Shehu Sani has also called on President Bola Tinubu to reopen all land borders across the country. Sani, a former lawmaker representing Kaduna Central, said this in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria NAN in Abuja. He said reopening of the borders was necessary to allow for free trade in line with the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS protocol. He said the closure of borders over the years killed the Nigerian economy. The former lawmaker said the development plunged a lot of Nigerians into abject poverty, particularly those at the border communities. Sani said the policy, while impoverishing an average Nigerian, enriched the rich. The closing of land borders has not led to enough production of food for more than 200 million Nigerians as envisaged. It is disturbing to note that the past government closed down land borders and gave preference to the rich by opening sea borders for rice importation, he said. Sani also said the policy also did not stop racism. We have had more problems of racism, which shows that it was simply futile. The former lawmaker said besides the economic challenges being encountered, the shutting down of borders against other African countries was disturbing. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Also, turn the notification bell on. Thank you. As Africans, we should not shut our borders to our neighbors. Let us be mindful that over 500,000 Nigerians are there as refugees in Benin Republic, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger Republic. So, how do we close our borders to them when they did not close theirs to us? As Africans, we should be our brothers' keepers, he said. According to him, rather than closing borders, they should be open to free trade, while relevant agencies of government man the borders properly. To check smuggling, we have the Nigeria Customs Service, Immigration Service, and security agencies. You cannot have these agencies and at the same time close down our borders. If we are paying them, they should be able to deliver because we cannot close down our borders forever, he said. Professor Job Nmadu, an agricultural economist, Federal University of Technology, MENA, said reopening of land borders would ease movement of legitimate goods and services. He said it would also generate additional revenue for government while providing employment for border communities. The reopening of land borders will reduce illegal activities across the borders. It is also in the interest of Nigeria as part of ECOWAS protocol on movement of goods and persons within free borders of member states to reopen our borders. This move will equally bring down the prices of goods and services, which has skyrocketed in the wake of the border closure. The Don, who is also president, Nigerian Association of Agricultural Economists, said the reason behind the closure was not critically thought out by the past administration. According to him, the closure brought hardship to border communities which livelihood and sustenance depend on trading across borders on a daily basis. Madu said the closure created artificial scarcity on Nigerian side and surplus on our neighbor side, thereby increasing illegal activities. He called on the federal government to accompany the reopening of the borders with some policies that would make it successful. He further said there was a need for downward review of levies, charges, and commissions. According to him, it will reduce the tendency to engage in illegal activities across borders. Mr. Amodu Achima, the general manager, Arewa Cottons and Allied Products Limited, said it was necessary to open the borders. Achima, who is also chairman of a social group, Iko Udama, said rather than border closure, more factories should be made competitive. I do not see the wisdom in closing borders. In spite of the border closure, we do not have the self-sufficiency in food production as canvassed. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.